Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelby TV Sports Special. I'm Tim Meyer along with Pat Cavanaugh. Tonight, we're at Barney Swineherd Field for a district championship game between the Eisenhower Eagles and the Rochester Adams Highlanders. The Eagles undefeated this year, but a little banged up as quarterback Max Whitwer will not play tonight, and a few other people are banged up for the Eagles. Most of them on the line. The skill players will be there, and you'll see number 32, Caleb Oyster, will also play tonight. Pat, the Rochester Adams Highlanders could easily be undefeated this year.
Tim, they're coming in 9-1. Their only loss was to West Bloomfield early in the year. They were down 16-17 with about 2 minutes to go and decided to go for two and didn't get it. But that's a testament to the confidence that head coach Tony Petrito has in his Highlander team. He's a coach that's been around for a long time, and in my opinion is one of the best head coaches in the area, along with Chris Smith. And at this point, we're going to bring it down to Nick Buckler on the sidelines.
Yeah, Pat, like you mentioned, the Highlanders, they're a real good team. They're 9-1 over in Oakland County, and they're in the division that's equivalent to the MAC Red here, and they believe they can be 10-0. Like you said, it came down to a missed two-point conversion earlier in the year against West Bloomfield, who is playing Waterford Mott in a good game tonight as well, and the winner of this will see the winner of that game. But I got a chance to talk to head coach of the Adams Highlanders, Tony Petrito, and here's what he had to say. Obviously, you got 9-1. You had one loss to West Bloomfield by 1 point. It was down to a two-point conversion. So you guys could easily be right here 10-0. This is a big matchup. And what did you tell your guys to get them up for this game?
Well, didn't have to say much to get them up for this game. You know, we've been seeing Nike all year and what they've done to their opponents in a really, really great conference. We have a lot of respect for them. Didn't require a lot of language to get our kids ready to play this game. We have a lot of love for each other, and we also have a lot of respect for what Ike's done, so this should be a great matchup.
And what kind of style do you guys kind of go with? What should we expect out of your team?
You know, there's actually a lot of similarities between the two teams. We like to run downhill, a little bit of option, much like Ike. We're very aggressive on defense and play a lot of man-to-man on the back end and let our 7 guys play the run. So we're going to try to be as aggressive downhill and as fast as we can be on O, and same on D.
And with man-to-man, does that, second-string quarterback now for Eisenhower, does that mean anything to you guys?
You know, it's interesting. I've had that question a million times from a million people, and it does not change our game plan. We've played man-to-man against everybody, and we have, I think, 4 really good defensive backs, and it didn't really change how we're going to approach this game because number 11 can play. So for us, the challenge is no less.
Right, and probably one of the best. And, you got to look at, he's a well-dressed coach. He has the shirt and tie going, so, Tim gave me the nickname the Nifty One, so, there's some similarities between the two of us as well, guys.
I see you have your tie on tonight, Nick, so you continue to carry that mantle and that banner of the Nifty One down there. Thanks for that report. And as we go into this game tonight, Pat, this may be Eisenhower's toughest game since Chippewa Valley.
The skilled players for Adams are definitely going to provide a test to the Eagle offense in particular. There's some really good players. Number 7, Cole Petrito, he's a two-way guy. Chase Coretta, Vincent Gray, who's committed to Missouri. And then the other kid is the linebacker, Stephen Rosselli. He's also their fullback, and a very physical, instinctive kid. They have a tremendous amount of speed, athleticism, and as I mentioned at the onset, very well coached. Mark McFarland is a defensive coordinator for the Highlanders, and he's going to play a lot of man-to-man. We heard that by Coach Petrito, and it should provide an interesting matchup for the speed of the Eagle offense.
And the Eisenhower Eagles, who you just saw there, are going to rely probably mostly on their backup quarterback, Jack Morris, and they're going to need big games from their defense, especially Henry Janeway and Decker, the linebacker, number 2, and Drake Minnie. We'll be back with some football action right after this.
tonight, and your kids should be
playing high school football.
It's a fun game and it's safer than ever.
It's safe because the rules,
The coaching, and the equipment are better than ever before.
As a result, serious injuries are at an all-time low. Seriously.
And builds
Strong schools, lifetime memories, and tomorrow's community leaders.
And it's mother approved.
It's a great game, and we want to teach it to your kids.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shelby TV Sports Special. Tim Meyer with Pat Cavanaugh. Tonight we have a district championship matchup between the Eisenhower Eagles and the Rochester Adams Highlanders. And both teams coming in here off of big wins. Eisenhower last week over Utica and Rochester Adams over Romeo. And Pat, tonight we're seeing a team in the Rochester Adams Highlanders that could be very well undefeated, but run a similar offense as the Eisenhower Eagles.
They do. They run the veer option, so they're going to be, you're going to see a lot of option look. You're going to see a lot of jet sweep. They run a midline option, which is right over the center, but they'll also push the perimeter with their jet sweep, but they can also throw it. Quarterback Zach Solden has thrown for over 900 yards this year. He loves his targets. Vincent Gray, Cole Petrito, Chase Coretta. They can really push the middle of the field, and they love that seam route like the Eagles do.
Aristotle puts a boot into it. It's taken there by Chase Coretta. Comes up the middle. He's tackled there. It looks like we got some laundry on the field. No? Yes, we do.
Looks like it comes in from the top side of our screen here on the right.
In the back, receiving team, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
That'll be a penalty against Rochester Adams, and that'll pull it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, as you heard the referee say. Move them all the way back to their 10-yard line. Will it be 1st and 10 Highlanders just underway here. Eisenhower and Rochester Adams, district championship game. Solden over center. Now he keeps it. Still going on his feet and finally tackled there. Looks like Wadkey got him. Looks like Aristotle as well came in there.
Yeah, that was the midline option look. You'd see Solden open up to his left. Running back's going right over the center. He decides to keep it. I mentioned his throwing ability, but he can certainly run it. To play under Coach Petrito, you've got to have a running quarterback who's a smart, heady player, and that's certainly what Solden can do.
Chelly looks like he's the lone backer. Eagles shift on the defense line. He gets the football taken away from him, and Solden gets smacked pretty hard there. Drake Minnie coming up there and laying a smack on him. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's a really nice job by Minnie being the backside backer here. He's pursuing across to his left. Excellent job of filling the hole. That's good technique of reading his keys. Looking at a 3rd down here and about 4.
3rd and 4 for Rochester Adams. Stephen Roncelli, the lone setback. They give his to him. Goes up the middle. He's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. Whole host of Eagles there, led by Henry Janeway. Drake Minnie also in there.
It's a really good start by the Eagle defense there. Janeway staying home.
4th and 1. Like you said, Rochester Adams has not punted all year, and they won't punt here.
This has been Petrito's MO as coach. They do not punt the football.
Now
Except for here.
Except for here, we're wrong. Van Townsend's got it, but he's going to be dropped right there by number 2, Vincent Gray. But it'll be good field position for the Eagles as they start 1st and 10 from their own 47.
Really nice first series for the Eagle defense. Got a chance to see what that veer offense looks like. A lot of the players for the Highlanders, like the Eagles, play both sides of the ball, in particular their skill players. We're going to hear Rensello, Vincent Gray, Cole Petrito. We're going to hear their names a lot tonight. They got 7 two-way players, but conditioning is something that is emphasized by the coaching staff for Rochester Adams, so you can expect them to be in good shape tonight.
And Jack Morris, the quarterback. He's got Oyster in the backfield. Fakes a pitch, taking himself, brought down by, looks like number 79, Reed Voigt. Reed Vaught, sorry. You got him there. Okay, you got him by the shoulder. And a half-yard gain there for Morris.
That was well defended by the Highlanders. They had a guy on the quarterback and the pitchback there, so nowhere for number 11 Morris to go.
Now the Eagles get a change of play here. Morris again, going to pitch to Oyster. You got a little bit of an opening. Plows forward, out of bounds. It looks like at the Adams 45.
One thing we know about Adams is they do play man-to-man 99% of the time. So with that four-wide look that the Eagles show there, one of the linebackers is going to have to be keyed up on number 32 Oyster, and that's going to be a tough task for any linebacker to cover Oyster man-to-man.
Now we'll see what the Eagles call here on 3rd and 2. First drive of the game for Eisenhower.
They're bringing Buhaidar closer to the line of scrimmage. Don't be surprised with the seam route here with the middle of the field available.
Fake to Buhaidar. Morris taking off, trying to get the first down. He forges ahead. He maybe got a yard. Tackling in there, number 23, Ryan Riffenberg. Coming up there, be 4th and 1, and Eagles are going to punt. Aristotle comes on, do the punting, so Eisenhower content to play a little field position here. Aristotle with a punt. Starts rolling back from the 12, and Minnie's got it, and it'll be 1st and 10, Adams from the 12-yard line.
It's kind of what we expected, Tim. Two very balanced, evenly matched teams, 3 and out on both occasions. They have discipline, assignment, defensive teams, and the one thing with an option offense, it is very hard to emulate in practice, especially the veer. It's a different look. They do a lot under center, and they give a lot of that midline action look. And Steven Runcelli, who we've talked about already, he's a hard-nosed kid, and he's the one directly behind the quarterback.
Takes off and moves forward. That'll be a penalty. Illegal procedure. He missed the signal.
False start.
That'll make
offense.
1st and 15 for Adams, and they'll be backing themselves up. Looks like all the way to the 8-yard line. Solon over center. He's going to get a change of play. You'll see this a lot with the Veer offense or this option offense.
Nice job by Watkey there from his linebacker position. They ran that counter play. Chase Carrata coming back from his left slot position, coming to the defensive left. Watkey's right there to make the play, and LaChurco as well, fighting across from his left defensive end position.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Ball's on the 12-yard line. Solden over center, man in motion. And the give is to Carreta again. He goes around the side. Good staying on his feet there. They're going to mark him up around the 20. Just short of the 20-yard line. That'll be 3rd down and 4. Short 4.
Nice pursuit by inside linebacker Alex Decker. His strength is his ability to run sideline to sideline, and he's going to have to be very active today, both with filling in for that midline veer and the jet sweep.
Quick handoff up the middle, and going nowhere is going to be Roncelli. And he's gang tackled there. And in the middle of that Eisenhower line was Belts and LaChurco.
Here we see an inside trap play. Right guard's pulling.
Oh, it was Alex Schmidt. Number 67. It'll be 4th down at 4. Fred Towles is going to drop deep. Let's see what the Highlanders do. Last time they punted in a situation like this, and they're going to do it again. This time it's it's not a very good punt. The ball will go out of bounds at the Highlander 40. They're going to mark it a 43-yard line. That's where Eisenhower will take over 1st and 10 on their second drive. Again, good field position for the Eagles. See, this game's been a defensive struggle.
We'll take a look at some highlights here thus far from the defensive side of the ball. Look at that. Coach Brzezinski's got to be thrilled. All those guys getting to the football. Here you see Jack Morris with the option pitch left to Oyster. Again, Adams plays man-to-man across the board.
Goes Morris, he gives to Oyster, keeps on his feet, dragged down there by Roncelli. A couple of yards for Oyster.
Well, inside zone play here. Rosselli reads it really well. Shoots the gap, make a nice tackle there to finish.
2nd down and 9 for Eisenhower. 6:18 left to play here in the first quarter. No score in our ball game tonight. Now Morris rolling out. Now he's looking, he's beaten, trapped down there. Now he gets out of it for the 40, 35, and down to the 32-yard line goes Jack Morris. That'll be good for an Eagle. 1st down.
Jack Morris shows his athleticism. He is the backup, but don't slight him in any way. He's got a tremendous amount of ability. Steps up in the pocket. And when you're playing a team that runs man-to-man, oftentimes the middle of the field will be open because the safeties are covering the slot receivers. And Buhaidar looked to be open originally on that double move. He was running a post corner, but Morris had to step up and did a nice job of getting the 1st down.
The Eagles are all packed in there, looks, and so are the Highlanders packed in the box. So. Give to Buhaidar, he's going to try to go around the right side, got a little bit of speed. He's going to be tackled there, though, by number 2, Vincent Gray. Got a couple of yards. Nick, you got something for us down there on the side of the field.
In this short history, and the last one came on this very night 16 years ago, November 3rd, 2001. It was a district final game. Eisenhower took it 27-17, so 16 years later, let's see what can happen tonight.
By number 54. Garrett Leinenberger. Maybe 3rd down, and it looks like 8 yards for Eisenhower. He got no gain on that play.
We're seeing a different look out of the Eagles offense. They're bringing the backs in the backfield in a tighter spot, and the receivers are tighter to the line of scrimmage as well.
Double fake. Morris is looking. He better get out of there. He's not going to make it. And he's going to be tackled there by number 77, Cole Mitchell. Nobody open downfield. It's going to be 4th down. And looks like the Eagles are going to punt again.
And we had a little play action here. Morris was looking for Ben Metz on the left side of the field. Defensive back for Adams, Ben Lucci, was on the coverage.
Well, good coverage by the Highlander secondary, that's for sure. That was a definite coverage sack. D'Aristotle to punt. Gets a little poocher to the 5. Is going to roll out of bounds at the 5. And again, not very good field position for the Adams Highlanders.
Yeah, the first 8 minutes of this game has been on this side of the field. And the Highlanders thus far have ran the ball their first 6 plays. This position here in the 5-yard line will put them in a spot where they'll likely continue to run the ball, but don't be surprised to see some play action. They run a similar play to what we've seen all season from the Eagles, and that's play action with the slots going right down the seam, the middle part of the field.
Solon going to keep it himself, and Solon not going to get really too far, maybe a yard.
This is just a great job by number 42, left defensive end, Carlo LaChurco. He holds his ground. Solon keeps it, but he's got nowhere to go. Let's take a look here on the replay. Look at LaChurco, number 42. He's pushing that hole right there and allows his buddies Schmidt, Decker, and Minnie and company to get in there. Great job by left defensive end, Carlo LaChurco. Strong kid there at that defensive end position.
2nd down and 9 for the Highlanders. Looks like a give to Ronchell. He's not going to go anywhere either. Maybe got a yard. Again, the middle of that Eisenhower Eagle line. Making the stop there.
Ryan Belts with just great technique there, playing low and nothing doing there. He's like a brick wall running into him.
So it will be 3rd down and 8 with 2:35 and counting left to play here in the first quarter. No score.
One route combo that the Highlanders like to do is an out by the slot and a go by the outside receiver. And here we see the outs.
And it's caught out there. Run out of bounds by Metz.
That's a nice throw by Solden there.
Lucci on the catch.
Here we see it, the inside slot receivers run the outs, outside receivers run a simple go route. And that go route is actually kind of a hole shot. They're trying to throw it inside the safety and over top of the corner.
Here's Ronchell. You get a little bit of running room, finally stopped in there. Decker comes up and meets him. Gain of a couple yards for Roncelli. Be 2nd down and 8. Ball in the 35 of the Highlanders.
And that last pass play is a very difficult throw to make because you have to throw it inside the hole between safety and the corner. And here we again see the Eagle defense swarming to the football, not allowing any penetration to happen there from the Highlander offense.
Solden again over center. Now he's going to change the play, get a play in from the sidelines. 1:45 to play in the first quarter and counting. Keep it himself, got a little bit of running room, goes around one man, cuts sideways. It's not the way you want to run, but he enables the Eagles to catch up. Wadke and Belts and looks like Decker in on that play. 3 yards, it'll be 3rd down and about 4, 5.
Eagle defense are sticking with their 4-3, 4-down linemen, 3 linebacker, and they're playing a lot of cover 2 with the 2 corners rolled up and the 2 high safety look.
Solon going to keep it. Got some running room. Got the 1st down. Looks like he got it. Yes, he did. Tackled by Wadke again. 1st down for the Highlanders at the 43-yard line. You'll see it here.
Nice hard run by the quarterback Solden. If you notice after the fake, he does a nice job of turning his shoulders to get down the field to get that 1st down. Nice heady play by the senior signal caller.
Now Cole Petrino has it. It's about 1.5 yards, 2 yards are going to give him. 2nd down and 8. That may be the last play here of the first quarter. See it here.
Again, a great job seeing all those blue jerseys in that screen to swarm to the football. And you're right, Tim, this will be the last play of the quarter.
And with the score, the Eisenhower Eagles nothing, the Adams Highlanders nothing. We'll be back with more football after this.
And Escondido Mexican Restaurant is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendido Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shelby TV Sports Special. And got a full moon tonight. Uh-oh. That's scary. It's just past Halloween, you got a full moon out there. Oh, boy. Speaking of full moon, we got full moons on the scoreboard. 0-0 our score. Highlanders, Eagles, tonight right here at Barney Swineherd. Rochester Adams with a 2nd down and 8. The ball is on their own 45-yard line. Solden over center. Yeah, we got some movement there on that offensive line. Somebody leaning forward.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
That's what it's going to be. It'll be 2nd down and 13. The ball will be back at the 40.
We talked about this at the beginning of the game, Tim. The similarities between these two teams is very evident. And we're seeing it here on the offensive side of the ball where they're making checks at the line of scrimmage like Coach DeGiorgio does for his Eagle offense.
Here it is.
You also notice the defensive line are looking over to Chris Smith, head football coach and awful defensive line coach.
Going to keep it. He's dragged down there, an arm tackle by Decker. He gets up to the 45, so he gets the 5 yards back. It'll be 3rd down, though, and 8.
This is truly a chess match between head coach Tony Petrito and coach Chris Smith. With the amount of checks at the line of scrimmage, this is interesting. You don't often see the defensive line looking up and checking from their coaches to make any adjustments based on what the offense is doing. So definitely a chess match here tonight.
Solden's going to keep it himself. He's going to be wrapped up, though. Nice play by the Eagles, number 88, Henry Janeway.
This play right here is a reason why he's committed to Army and playing at the Division I level. Not only does he attack the dive, he also tackles the quarterback. Number 88, the 6'5", 220 defensive end, has certainly came to play tonight, and what a great play right there.
Solden from the shotgun, line drive kick. Fantauza going to grab it. He's going to be wrapped up. Well, it looked like he's going to be wrapped up. Yeah, he is going to be wrapped up. Both Gray down there and Rosselli. There wasn't much room to go anywhere. We'll be down at the 14-yard line where the Eagles will get the ball again and try again, see if they can't get something going on offense. See it here.
Yeah, Fantauzo is a game breaker. He had to run back to get that ball, but if he's able to catch the ball in front of him, he can be dangerous. We've seen him be a huge component of this phase on special teams, and his athleticism is certainly a benefit to him in this Eagle team, and it can have an impact on field position. But they're going to start here in tough field position, which they haven't had to do yet this game.
Ball's on the 14, their own 14 with 10:46 left to play in the 2nd quarter. Morris in the shotgun. Going to take it himself, looking for some running room. Not much there. He'll get over to 15, maybe to the 16. Give him a couple yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, that right there, they emptied the backfield, spread the field with receivers and the backs to hopefully generate some extra bodies out of the box to give him an opportunity to run the ball. And again, another check at the line of scrimmage here.
Morris got nowhere to go. Good coverage by, but he breaks out of it up to the 21-yard line. But he really didn't have a lot of places to go. The Highlanders covered that really well.
Reed Vaught, number 79, the junior, comes up over here to our left, tries to make the play, isn't able to finish, but number 9, Cameron Kelly, finishes him off.
And maybe Morris for about a yard. The Eagles have to punt now. And should get good field position for the Highlanders. Going back to receive this punt, you see it there. Cole Petrito. D'Aristado now, instead of Pooch and punting, he's going to have to air one out. Little line drive. Bounces a little bit. The Eagles get a favorable bounce. And all the way down to the 35.5-yard line, where the Highlanders will take over. We have ourselves a defensive struggle. You know, we've been doing games all year and used to, especially last game, and we've been used to touchdown, 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 score, touchdown, but this one's a little different.
Yeah, the band here at Swineherd Field is used to playing after touchdowns, and the cheerleaders are used to doing a lot of push-ups. They haven't had to do that quite yet, but don't be surprised if we get some points here on the board. Both teams can score quickly and in a variety of ways, but as you mentioned, the defense led by Coach McFarland on Adams and Coach Brzezinski, Coach Smith, and Coach Maltop for the Eagles is definitely here to play.
Now they give us to number 6, so that's Chase Coretta. Coretta gets about 5 yards up over to the 41-yard line.
Other thing that's happening is the majority of the plays on both teams have been run plays. That is something that Adams has prided themselves on for many years, which eats up a lot of the clock, and we're closing in on 8 minutes to go here in the first half.
Give us to Rosselli. Up the middle, got a little bit of run room, breaks a tackle. Tripped up by Decker and finally finished off by Drake Minnie, but it'll be a first down for Rochester Adams. That's over the 46-yard line.
Yeah, this is an inside trap play. They pull the guard. Rosselli is a big, strong kid. He's talked to Coach Petrito before the game. He is one of those kids who dedicates himself to the weight room and the off-season conditioning, and there's a shot you got to see with his legs churning, and he's a guy like Caleb Oyster. He will not go down easy, and he's a fun kid to watch on both sides of the ball.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Adams at their own 46-yard line. Solden over center. He's back to throw. Looking deep. Got a man out there. D'Aristotle's down there. Petrito looks like he came down with it. He did at the 20-yard line. D'Aristotle looked like he had a shot at it, but Petrito came down with it.
What a great catch here by number 7, Cole Petrito. He's playing out of that slot position. They do play action to the right. Solden gets it up in the air, a little underthrown, but Petrito comes back to the ball, high points it, comes down with a great catch, great finish there.
1st and 10 Adams at the 21-yard line of Eisenhower. The first substantial threat of anyone here tonight. And they give us to Petrito, trying to go around left side. He cuts it forward, and he is smacked by Alex Schmidt.
Petrito's another one of those kids on Adams that plays both ways. He's getting a lot of interest from Division II schools and some walk-on opportunities at some Division I schools. But he is a threat coming from his jet sweep position as well as from the slot, pushing the perimeter on offense.
Going to be 2nd down and 10. Let's see what the call is here. Solden again over center. Back to throw, looking. Got good protection. Now he's going to be dropped by number 67, Alex Schmidt. And he'll be dropped for about a 4-yard loss.
Great finish there by Schmidt. Tough kid in the middle, both on offense and defense. And he's a senior. This is playoff time, so they're bringing everything they can tonight here in the round 2 game of the playoffs.
3rd down to 14, ball on the 25. Solden in the shotgun. Again, back to throw. He's looking around to the right side, taking off. You know what he's going to get? He's going to get a first down, maybe. We'll see. And it will be a first down.
Solden is able to push the pocket to the outside, breaks contain. 67 Schmidt does all he can to get back in pursuit, but Solden has some wheels, and it's going to be important that the defensive ends of Janeway and LeChurco keep contain, because when contain is lost, Solden can run the ball and get outside and create opportunities like we just saw there.
First and goal from the 9 for the Highlanders. 5:41 left to play here in the second quarter. Two backs in the backfield. They give us to number 6, Chase Coretta. Coretta maybe got 2 yards to the 7, where it'll be second and goal from the 7.
It's a different formation for the Highlanders. It's a split back look where they can run power to each side, but they also will run an outside veer look, which is different than the inside veer. The outside veer is usually off the tackle, and they're able to push the perimeter a little bit quicker in that regard, and this is where they like to do the outside veer here with the split back look.
Second and goal from the 8. They're calling it the 8-yard line. Little pitch quickly to Rosselli. Tries to get outside. He's going knocked out of bounds there by Ben Metz. Looks like he got maybe to the 7-yard line.
Just a good job by the right corner, Fantazzo. He doesn't make the tackle, but he takes on the lead block and allows his teammates to get there in pursuit. It bubbles that rush there by Rosselli. So good job by Fantazzo coming up hard on the run, taking on that lead blocker, allowing his buddies to come around, scrape over the edge to make the tackle.
It's third and goal from the 7. Ball's on the left hash rather. Now we're going to get timeout by the Highlanders. They're going to talk it over. It's a very important third down, you know. Not many scores looks like going to happen tonight, so you want to be very sure of the play that you call on third and goal.
Yeah, the Highlanders have been showing last couple plays that split back look, and they're splitting Cole Petrito out wide, which can do a couple things. Number one, it allows him to have a lot of room for running a slant here in the end zone or in the red zone. Also, if they're going to run the outside veer, it allows them to have more space and less run support for the Eagles.
We're going to set it down to Nick Buckler right now. Nick, what do you got?
Well, guys, on that last fourth down conversion for the Highlanders, there's a lot of confusion on the Eisenhower sideline. The linebackers called a different formation than what the coaches relayed from the sideline, so there's a lot of confusion there. That's why they got beat up the left sideline for that first down. And who knows? We got another one coming up right here. We'll see if the defense can stand strong.
So here we go, third and goal from the 7-yard line. Zach Solden, the quarterback for Adams, over center. He hands it off to Rosselli, trying to pound in from the 5, and the Eagles deny him any further than the 4.5. That'll be fourth down.
Great job by Decker there, and Elk Schmidt's there to finish him off. Decker fills that gap so well, and looks like Coach Petrito here is bringing the kicker in to get some points for the Highlanders.
And it's Ben Patton, kicker. Solden to hold. Kick is up. I don't know. It looks like he hooked it in there, and he did. So the Highlanders draw first blood here with 3:52 left to go in the first quarter. And they lead it 3-0 on a field goal by number 19, Ben Patton. And I don't know, from our angle up here is a funny angle. Looked like he hooked it, but he hooked it in. But we'll see. This was a pass that was the key to this drive. It looked like D'Aristotle was going to come down with it, and he did. It was Cole Petrito. Got it. Alex Schmidt with a big sack there. The first down run by Solden was got him into goal intention. So here we go, 3:52 left to play. Highlanders will kick it off now to the Eagles. Eisenhower will get the ball in the second half to begin the second half, but certainly haven't seen any big plays out of the Eagles tonight, except for maybe one run by Jack Morris.
Well, the Highlanders are probably not excited to be kicking off right now to either of our two guys back. Fantauza or Buhide are very quick and tough runners, and they're not going to kick to either of them.
It's going to be Ben Metz looking for a block. He got one. Looking for Fantauza to give him a block. Ben will go down at the 35, tackled nicely there by number 9, Cameron Kelly. And that's the strategy. Don't kick it deep.
And Metz does a good job of trying to set up his run with some blocks there in front of him. It'll be interesting to see with this series if the Eagles look to pass the ball earlier. They've been throwing it on third down, but it'll be interesting to see if they change of possession, look to stretch the field here early on first down. This is something that Coach DeGiorgio will dial up on any type of change of possession, turnover, new set of downs, etc., to throw the ball deep, and we're seeing a trips look to our offensive left.
Morris takes a snap, gives to Oyster, goes around the left side, spins around, maybe got a couple of yards. Tackled there by Rosselli and Petrito. Second down and 8. And Eagles will have a tough time running on the outside here. Second down and 8 for Eisenhower. Ball's on their own 37-yard line. Riffenberg thought about blitzing. Morris looked for Aristotle, and it's incomplete. I don't think anybody's out there. This must be a mix-up on that route running.
Yeah, the Highlanders are sticking with their man-to-man coverage, which has been their strong suit. And when you have talented kids in the secondary like they have, they're really able to lock up their receivers. And it also allows you to blitz frequently and often, and that's something that the Highlanders will do.
So here we go, third down and 8 from the 37. 3:06 left to play in the first half. Eisenhower trailing at 3-0. Morris back, decent protection. Now he's going to be rushed. Got to take off, throws it downfield, picked off. Coretta picks it off, and it'll be first and 10 Adams at the Eisenhower Eagle 43-yard line.
I think Morris was just trying to throw the ball out of bounds there and didn't see Coretta coming across the field. You know, as a quarterback, when you're rolling to your right, the one thing you want to try to avoid is throwing across your body, and it looked like Morris was just trying to throw it away. And maybe I take that back, and maybe he was trying to get it to Ben Metz, but didn't see Coretta cutting in front.
Well, here we go. Adams with a golden opportunity. The momentum in their favor with 2:58 left to play in the half. Sold in over center. Eagles shift. Now they give it to Petrito. It's met by Decker, but he's going to get some good yardage, maybe 3 solid yards up to the 40-yard line. Be second down and 7. Decker's been everywhere tonight, making the plays. Got good help from Schmidt and Wadke there. So here we go, second down and 7. Now Solon going to keep it, and Henry Janeway is going to take him down.
Well, Janeway's instincts are incredible. He's fighting across the line of the scrimmage. Sees that handoff. He actually is there to tackle the dive back and finish on the quarterback. You do not see that very often, where a kid not only is able to tackle the dive back and the quarterback. And the one thing that Janeway uses to his advantage is that long reach with that 6'5", 220 frame. And what a tough guy to be able to go against here with this Veer offense.
3rd down and 8. Ball's on the Eagle 41. Solden back to throw. Looking around, got a man open in the middle. Did he catch it or no? I don't know. It looks like they were going to give it to him.
I'll tell you, Tim, I was looking right at the ref.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was looking at the ref. He was right there on it,
We'll
but
see it here.
He didn't make the call.
Oh, sinking fast. Oh, man. Looked like I don't know. You can't tell if he got his hands under it. Maybe there. They're going to be 4th down and 8.
That was a tough call, but Cole Petrito there does everything he can to make that a catch. Really athletic kid out there in that slot. Now they got him flanked out as a wide receiver.
Adams going to go for it on 4th down, looks like. No, they are going to punt it. They kick it deep. Right to Fantazzo. Good coverage, though. He's dragged down by Rosselli, but Fantazzo has it at the 15. Can't get loose.
Yeah, Runcelli is a kid he's everywhere tonight. Offense, defense, making a play here on the punt.
But we got a man down for Adams. Can't see, he's bent over. Can't see who it is. Looks like Chase Coretta. He's one of the Highlanders' offensive weapons tonight. He's had a couple of nice runs. There might be a little bit of an ankle maybe, or cramp. Can't tell. Never had one of those.
Yeah, it looked like it's a calf cramp for Chase Coretta. You know, a kid like him who's playing both ways, cramps can happen, and we saw a big interception by him. But glad to see him gut up on his own power, and I'm sure he'll be returned to this football game. It's going to be hard to keep any player like him, a senior, on this district final game on the sidelines.
I'll see the Eagles do here. They had much going on offense. Ball will be at the 15.
Rochester Adams is in their prevent here. They got 2 safeties about 20 yards from the line of scrimmage. They're going to try and keep everything in front of them.
Pitch to Oyster. Got to get ahead of steam. Got a little bit of blocking. Still goes over to 20 to the 21-yard line. Eagles got to hurry it up.
Yeah, we can guarantee Coach McFarland is telling his defensive backs, stay back, keep everything in front of you, deeper than the deepest and wider than the widest, as we again see the safeties at about 15, 20 yards back.
Gives the Oyster not much up the middle there, maybe a yard. And it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles got to get it going here. It's 35 seconds. Run over the side, pitch to Oyster. A little bit of running room. Now he sees a little opening. Finally, Chase Coretta gets in, but it's a first down for Eisenhower. That'll stop the clock. Eagles have 3 timeouts left, so I don't know.
This is a big play here for the Eagles from a standpoint of not only getting the first down, but for a confidence standpoint. That's the same play here the other way.
Oyster got a little bit of opening. He got another first down up to the 47-yard line. Yeah, you got a little Charlie horse there. 18 seconds left to play in the half.
Oyster's looking and tapping his head. That means he needs to get a break. He needs a blow here to get
the Eagles call a timeout. Yep. So with 18.3 seconds left to play, Eisenhower calls timeout. And yeah, it looked like he took a nice little Charlie horse.
Yeah, back-to-back runs there on the perimeter. The pitch is a little bit behind him. He does a nice job of catching it there. And last 2 plays, they've found success. They've put the ball on the hash, and they've put 3 receivers to the field. and they're running that option to the field. And when you have man-to-man, what that allows you to do is have Oyster against the linebacker, and he's got great speed to push the perimeter, and that's a tough play for a linebacker to get across the field to make a tackle on Oyster. And so we're seeing a lot of the defensive backs coming out of their man-to-man coverage on the receivers, breaking up to make the tackle.
So here we go. First and 10, Eisenhower. Ball's on their own 46. 18.3 seconds left to play. Adams going to fall way back. Morris going to run a pitch. He's going to go the other way. Fights forward up to the 46-yard line where the Eagles will call timeout, as they are in the territory of the Highlanders with 10.7 seconds left. And we'll see what they call here. A timeout. We're going to have Carl from Esplendidos join us here. Carl.
Hey, Tim, how you doing?
How you doing? You're up here for tonight's game, and
a little bit of excitement going on out there, huh?
Yeah, have you enjoyed the game so far?
For sure. I'd like to see some more points go on the board there, maybe in our favor.
Well, 10 seconds, you never know what can happen. You want to talk a little bit about your Esplendidos? Tell us a little bit about what you have out there.
Well, we've been in business 34 years on 23 a mound. We have a variety of items, Mexican, we have pizza, we got all kinds of good stuff. Everything's made in-house. We make our own tortillas for our tacos. We have fajitas, enchiladas.
And I was at your restaurant last Friday night, I had some pizza.
Absolutely, absolutely. I actually brought a little sample of some pizza up here to the booth for you guys.
Oh,
surprised I didn't get mobbed coming up here.
A little halftime meal.
For sure.
Now here we go. Second down and 2. Ball's on the 46 of Rochester Adams. 10.7 seconds left to play here in the first half. We'll see what the Eagles dial up. Morris back to throw. Being chased. Got to get rid of it. And almost picked off, and it is again. Now we're going to run out of time in the half. No, we're not. We have 0.8 seconds left. It seems to be whether or not big number 77, Cole Mitchell, dropped it or held onto it, or
61 was downfield. Ineligible downfield offense. Penalty declined. First down.
Well, we got 0.8 seconds left to play, Carl. I tell you what, it might be time for one Hail Mary.
Yeah, it could be. A couple of real talented teams, that's for sure. You don't get all the way here without the talent.
No, that's true. I think the Highlanders may be content here to take a knee and just get into that locker room and talk about this first half and what they're going to do in the second half. And tell us a little bit about tonight. You know, guys, people can stop up after the game tonight.
Oh, we'd love to have you guys all up after the game. That'd be fantastic. You know, we've been full service now for just south of 10 years, Tim.
We appreciate it. You guys are on Mound just south of 23 Mile Road.
That's correct.
We appreciate you coming up here and saying hello and bringing all the goodies.
For sure, for sure. Proud to be part of it.
That is the end of the first half with the score. The Rochester Adams Highlanders 3 and the Eisenhower Eagles nothing. We'll be back with more football after this.
15 years and Esplendido Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendido Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Nope. I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Adam, take two. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Shelby TV Sports Special, a district championship game between the Rochester Adams Highlanders and the Eisenhower Eagles. 3-0 Adams, and Pat Cavanaugh, it has been a defensive struggle.
Defensive have definitely come to play today, and we've seen a lot of the similarities happening tonight that we talked about at the onset, with the veer offense from the Highlanders being similar to the option that the Eagles have. And not much passing thus far, but we can expect to see that opening up here in the second half as Eagles are down 3-0.
Nick Buckler, your impressions of the first half?
Well, guys, remember back a couple weeks ago when Eisenhower played Warren Mott? It was only a 13-7 lead at halftime. They really couldn't do much on offense. Pretty similar to today's game. There's really nothing going on offense so far, and you wonder how much this team really does miss quarterback Max Whitwer. Jack Morris obviously filling in very well, but he's going to need to step it up in the second half, and maybe they can get a turnover and get the momentum moving forward from that.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, they will definitely need Jack to play a little bit better as far as the running, passing part of the game goes. Ben Patton will kick off. Metz and Aristotle are deep. We'll see if he goes deep or if he pooches it. He does pooch it.
And they move
Buhaider. Buhaider's catch at the 30. He's going to come around, trying to get around the end. Metz is in front of him, being chased there. He went backwards, and right there was Reese Collins. He handled him pretty good and got him down at about the 28-yard line.
They switched Fantalzo and Buhaider from being the deep backs, and they put him as the up backs, the full backs. And that's something that the Eagles definitely want, is Buhaider to return the kick, and the Highlanders kicked it to him. I remember earlier in the year, Buhaider returned a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. He is explosive back there, as well as Fantalzo. So nice move there by Coach Maltop, the special teams coordinator, to put his kids in a position to return the ball there.
First and 10, Eisenhower ball on the 29, their own 29. We'll see if they've made some adjustments here at halftime. Jack Morris at quarterback. Caleb Oyster is in the backfield. Little high snap. And blitz comes on and attack Morris. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe another yard, but the Highlanders dial up the blitz.
Yeah, Steven Rincelli, the middle linebacker there, comes right through the gap. He doesn't miss many tackles, but he does there as Jack Morris eludes the blitzing backer there, Rincelli.
Oh, here it is, second and 10. He gives Buhaider, looking for a block from Oyster. He got a little bit of one. Maybe got about 4 yards. Give it 5, it'll be 3rd and 5.
It's a nice play by 54 Lineberger coming across to make the tackle, as well as Cole Petrito coming over from his safety position, playing man-to-man, getting off the receiver to finish the tackle.
3rd down and 5. Morris again with Oyster in the backfield. See what he dials up. Pitch to Oyster. He's trying to get around the outside. Going to be tackled there. Nice play by number 6, Chase Coretta. And the Eagles will be forced to punt.
Yeah, take a look here at the option pitch. Morris may have pitched it a little too soon because Coretta was in position to finish and make the tackle. If Morris takes a couple more steps, he may have an opportunity to push the edge a little bit more and maybe keep it to cut it up, but instead he pitches it a little early and Coretta is able to get there with the minimal gain.
Vieira style kicks, good Eisenhower bounce inside of 30, down to the 20, just shy of the 25-yard line. That's where the Highlanders will take over for their first drive of the second half. So we didn't see much difference there in the Eisenhower offense, and we saw a little difference in the Highlander defense. They came right at them.
Yeah, the last two plays that were successful in the first half by the Eagles were the option pitch to the edge to the field with Oyster, and they were able to get about 20 to 25 yards off of 2 runs to Oyster, and nothing doing there in their first series coming out of the half, 3 and out.
So here we go. We'll see what the Highlanders got here for the second half. Selly in the backfield. Fake to him. Solon's got it, and Janeway's got him. And there'll be no gain there for Zach Solden. Henry Janeway again.
One thing an option team will do is avoid blocking the best defensive lineman. And that is what they've tried to do.
They tried tackling him.
The best defensive lineman is not only being unblocked, but he's tackling the dive back and then tackling the quarterback. The performance that Henry Janeway is putting on tonight is impressive.
Second down and 10. I'll give this to Chase Coretta. Got a straight arm. He's going to go down. Watke got him. Watke's a little shake him, and so is Chase Coretta. Both guys a little bit limpy there. Coretta got that ankle again.
Watke up here on the top side of the screen does a nice job of setting the edge, keeping his shoulder square. A little face mask by Coretta to Watke, but good job of Kurt Watke coming up from his outside linebacker position, setting the edge, and forcing the tackle.
He's going down. I don't know what they're looking at there. Now it's in the back. It looks like a back of his leg.
Coretta was down earlier in the first half, with what appeared to be a calf cramp. And it looks like they're working on his foot or his ankle.
Let's see it again. Right there, maybe an ankle twist.
Yep, Kurt Watke, as he was falling on his side, had the left foot of Chase Coretta, and that's the one that the trainers are looking at there. And you see the trainers and Coach Petrito looking on, hoping they can get their key two-way senior back on the field.
He's limping on it. He'll probably get retaped or something, walk it off maybe.
One name we haven't really called tonight, Tim, is Vincent Gray, number 2, wide receiver, cornerback, who is committed to Missouri. Big kid, a lot of athleticism, and 6'2", 185. He's a game breaker, but at this point hasn't had much production on either side of the ball.
It's third down and 7. Ball's on the 29, the Adams 29. Solon back to throw. Now he's being rushed up the middle. He's going to go. Janeway, he fumbles the ball. Recovered by Eisenhower. Ryan Belts recovers the football for the Eagles.
This is a great job by Janeway. He was pushing the outside of the pocket on his pass rush. Sees Solden step up in the pocket, and the high motor that Janeway has, he comes back. That long arm and reach knocks the ball out, and Belts on the spot there with a nice job of securing the football. That big boy was holding on to the ball like a running back there. Great job there by the Eagle defensive line. Continues to push the pocket and do a good job of hustling to pick up that key fumble.
Now here come the Eagles.
And that's certainly a play the Eagles needed not only for their team, but also for the crowd. The crowd's been fairly quiet, but a play like that will get them up and going and provide some momentum for this team.
Give us to Oyster. He goes up the middle, powers his way. Finally grabbed and put down by Rosselli. Got a couple of yards, Oyster did. He's second down and 8.
Boy, Rosselli is not a super tall or big kid, but he is strong and he is physical. Watch him come up here. And Oyster's not an easy kid to bring down, and just basically bodies him to the ground. That number 4 is talented there on the Highlander defense.
Again, Oyster looking to get to the outside. Makes a little cut out to the outside, but he's stopped again by Rosselli and also number 2, Vincent Gray. He got a couple more yards. It'd be third down. And 6 yards to go, 5 yards, third and 5. Maybe 6. No, third and 5.
Gray did a nice job there at his left cornerback position, getting off the block from Fantalzo to come up and make the tackle.
Fantalzo's in there. Get 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Bet Eagles better hurry up. Blitz coming by Adams. It's a man open. It's Oyster. He's got it. Falls down at the 5.
Well, this is one thing we notice in man-to-man. They brought Fantalzo in closer to the line of scrimmage. He ran a crossing route over the middle, which cut off number 6, who was covering Caleb Oyster in man, and he had a hard time getting across the field to get there. Great call by Coach DeGiorgio, strategically putting Fantalzo close to the line of scrimmage and making it difficult for the linebacker to get over the top to cover Oyster in man-to-man.
Oh, here it is. First and goal from the 7-yard line for Eisenhower. Give us to Antonio Gray. He's met right there at the 9-yard line. It's Rosselli again. Somebody got to block him.
Boy, Rosselli is a tackling machine. Comes right in here. And keep in mind, Antonio Gray is a big boy. They bring him in on goal line situations, and Rosselli just shoots the gap to finish that play.
Morris back to throw. He's looking. He's being rushed. Now he's going to pull out of it. It's to the 10. Ducks down and out of bounds. He'll go at the 8-yard line. So it'll still be a loss of a yard. It'll be third and goal from the 8. I think he was looking for Oyster on the side, but Oyster was covered.
He sure was, Tim. He was looking to his left. Oyster was on a little bubble route from his running back position. Morse does a nice job of tucking it up, getting what he can here. Got a 3rd and 8 situation. Fantalzo is being covered by Vincent Gray here on the bottom of our screen.
Fakes the pitch. Morris, close. Is he in? About 1.5 yards short.
It's going to bring up a tough call here. It's about 4th down. They're going to bring in the heavy set. They're bringing in Henry Janeway.
Drake Minnie and Janeway and all the guys. Nice fake by Morris.
Great fake by Morris.
I probably would have lost that ball. 4th down and about 1 yard.
This is a lot of confidence here in Chris Smith's team. Coach Giorgio bringing the heavy set in. This is what playoff football is all about.
Now we got flags, and that's too many men on the field for Eisenhower. Well, that's going to change things.
Illegal substitution, offense, still 4th down.
Yeah, we look for D'Aristotle. He's coming out there. He's going to try to kick a field goal here. Massimo D'Aristotle, number 87, out for Eisenhower. Not what you wanted from the Eagles, but this is an all-important field goal as well. Kick is up. And the kick is good. With 5:55 left to play here in the third quarter, they got a tie score again.
Tim, we got a great one here tonight. 3-3. Not a whole lot of scoring thus far, but the defense has came to play on both teams, and we're getting everything we were hoping for here in a playoff game.
Let's take a look here at some of the key plays of that last drive. First, the turnover. Henry Janeway forcing that turnover. Ryan Belts with the cover. Oyster. And the field goal by D. Aristotle kicks it right through the uprights. We're tied at threes here. Chase Coretta is back there for Rochester Adams as a return guy. So shaking off that ankle. And D. Aristotle will kick it off for Eisenhower. Little high kick. Goes there to number 21, Nico Jackson. He drops it, now he picks it up, and he's going to be tackled down there by John Fantauzo.
Outstanding hustle by Fantauzo there. Makes a great tackle there as well, and again, it goes back to field position. Great hustle by Fantauzo. Way to sure up that tackle.
They're going to mark the ball at the 9-yard line for Adams. So they'll start deep again in their own territory.
Special teams has been a strength for this Eagle team throughout the season, whether it be blocked punts by Fantauzo, returns by Buhaidar, and it's a super important phase of the game and critical here in this playoff games.
Shift by Schmidt. Solden going to take it himself, tries it left side. Not going to get very far. Just over the 10-yard line. And make it 2nd and 9.
We're seeing the movement here up front beforehand. There's Schmidt shifting across. Decker filling in there as well as Minnie. Excellent job by the defensive line. We notice they're shifting pre-snap. What they're doing there is giving a look before the snap, because the quarterback's looking over to Petrito before the snap.
Coletto faked like he was in motion. Back goes Solden. He's looking. Got a man on him. Now he's going to take off on the sidelines, and he's going to go out of bounds all the way up to the 28-yard line.
And we see Coach Brzezinski talking to Janeway. Janeway pushes the pocket, which allows Solden to step up. There's that seam in between Schmidt and Janeway, and he takes advantage of that.
There we go, 1st and 10. Adams on their 29-yard line now. 5:03 left to play here in the third quarter. We're all tied up at threes. Coletta in motion. He gets the ball, going around the left side. A little bit of room. Decker's right there. Meets him, and down goes Coletta again. And it's a gain of 4 is momentum. I think it was.
Great tackle by Decker. Let's take a look here at the replay. Coretta coming across. Watkey's coming up to set the edge. And bang, what a hit there by inside linebacker Alex Decker.
4-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 6. Ball's on the 33. Solden's going to go over center here. Eagles shift again. He's going to keep it himself. And he gets a 1st down over the 40. He tackled there by Jack Morris.
Defensive tackles there shifted to the right, the field side. The Highlanders have been running a lot of plays to the field side, and their shift was actually away from where the run was going. You see there's nobody there but the left defensive end. He closes down, and Solden is able to pull it.
1st and 10, Highlanders. They're on their own 41-yard line. Trico in motion to give us to Sully. Sully gets maybe a yard. Sully gets a yard. Ball's on the 42. 2nd and 9.
There's a good picture of LaChurco, left defensive end. He did a nice job last play of coming down the line of scrimmage to make that tackle on Rincelli.
Little quick out, it gets to Gray, makes a couple of moves, and he's still on his feet. He's to the 30. Finally pushed out of bounds by Ben Metz, but not till Gray gets all the way up to the 24. And you've been talking about that all night, Pat. Getting the ball to Gray.
Gray is a kid who is explosive. He makes the most of his opportunity here. It's just a quick screen into the boundary. Watke has him, but Gray's athleticism gets him out of there, and you can see his speed. Fortunately, Ben Metz has an angle on him, is able to close down, but Gray is a kid he's a big boy, 6'2", 195. Big kid, and that play is just simply to put the ball in his hands and see what he can do in space.
Solden keeps it, tries to sashay his way on through the line. He'll be about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down at 6.
We've seen 2 big plays on this drive. The screen pass to Gray and Solden evading the rush and stepping up for a big run on 3rd down. And
we're also getting commentary from our truck down there we can hear. Solden on 2nd and 6. To Colette, goes around the right side. He's met there. Met again a couple times. He got a tough 3 yards there. It'll be 3rd down. The Islanders well within field goal range. It'll be 3rd down and looks like about 2.
Knowing Coach Petrito, this is 4-down territory here. If it's anywhere close to a yard or 2, he will likely go for it on 4th down instead of kicking the ball. He can be very aggressive, and he's had a lot of success doing what he does best.
Solden going to keep it. Offense. Goes up the middle. He's going to be short of the 1st down, or did he get it? Have to see. He's close to the 15. Janeway looked like he was going to get him before he hit the line. We'll see. They may measure this.
Good fill there by Watke. Janeway setting the edge.
They're going to give a 1st down to the Highlanders. Not going to measure. So eagle eye on the referee. Minute 57 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. All tied up. Solden going to keep it. Met there and taken down hard by LaChurco and Drake Minnie. Got a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
This is just a great fill, great tackle. We see the running back bouncing back as Drake Minnie comes right through here. Bang! Right there. Nice hit. LaChurco's got him low. Minnie's got him high. And that's what you like to see out of your linebackers. Filling and coming with some serious violence. Great job by the Eagle defense.
2nd down and 8. Ball's on the 13 of Eisenhower. Coletta's got it. He goes around the side. LaChurco's got him, and they're going to stop him way short of the 1st down. Decker got a hold of him, but nice play by LaChurco.
Outstanding penetration, as you said there, Tim, by LaChurco. Comes underneath the block, secures the tackle, puts the Highlanders in a tough situation here, 3rd and 9. We could see that out-go route combo here to the short side of the field. The right side of the field, look for Cole Petrito to run an out route here to the boundary. Instead, it's a slant over the middle to him.
Oh, it goes incomplete. Almost picked off there. Drake Minnie was there.
Nice coverage by Decker and Minnie. You could see Solden was trying to hit Petrito on the slant in that window between the linebackers, Decker and Minnie. Tried to thread the needle, and good coverage there by both.
Drake Minnie got a hand on it.
Minnie coming across, near interception.
It's going to be 4th down. Patton's going to come on for the Highlanders. He's about 31 yards away from a field goal attempt. We'll see how they line it up here.
Let's keep an eye on Fantazzo. He is over the right defensive tackle. He's blocked kicks in the past.
The kick is up, and it's no good. Wide to the left.
It's a big stop by the Eagle defense, and we can hear the crowd. That's a big defensive stop there. Giving the ball back to the Eagles with 25 seconds to go. This is a great job by the defense there.
Just outside that goal post. No good. 3-3, still our score with 25 seconds left to play in the first third quarter. And the Eagles troubled on offense. We'll get it back and see if they can make anything happen here.
What we've noticed this team has looked to do here, this team being the Eagles, is they know the Highlanders are man. They're going to try and keep Oyster in a position to catch the ball in the backfield.
Back goes Morse. Looking. Go long and deep for Buhaidar. Being bothered by Cole Perito, but no call on that play. 2nd down and 10.
They were hearing in the crowd some boos, but it looked like some hand fighting between the two, jockeying for position. Cole Petrito wasn't faked out in any way, and Morris was looking to hit Buhaidar.
Here we go.
The middle.
2nd and 10, yeah. We see it here. All right. Highlanders look like they were going to come with a blitz. And Eagles change the play up. Number 23, Riffenberg. And that side was coming. Pitch to Oyster. Nice pitch this time. He's over the 20 to the 24. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
The Eagles were looking at this from a numbers game, running the option to the perimeter. But number 9, Cameron Kelly, does a nice job of delaying Morris to have to wait for his pitch, which allows his defensive mates to make their way in pursuit to get.
Give us to Oyster. Trying to get around the right side. He's going to be a little short of the 1st down. It'll be up to the 29. Let's see, it'll be 4th and 1. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. The Eisenhower Eagles 3, the Rochester Adams Highlanders 3. We'll be back with more after this.
Blandito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shelby TV Sports Special. Tim Meyer along with Pat Cavanaugh. And we got us a good one here tonight. The Eisenhower Eagles and the Rochester Adams Highlanders all tied up at 3s. The Eagles on 4th down and 1 will be forced to punt. D'Aristotle will punt, and number 7, Cole Petrito, will be back to receive this kick. The coach's son. It's difficult, you know, you got coach's sons out there. You got Jack Morris. His father is Eisenhower's coach, and D'Aristotle gets it off, goes deep, fair catch called for by Petrito, and they'd be down at the, oh, now they're going to flag the Eagles.
Yep, Can't contact the returner if he signals fair catch. And that's exactly what the Eagle defender did. I think it might have been Kurt Watke. I take that back. Number 3. That's K. Michael K.
Michael K, so we'll see.
Okay. Kick catch interference. Blue. 15-yard penalty. First down.
That's a big penalty for Eisenhower. That looked like a harmless one, but you can't touch him, so.
Yep, he's similar to a defenseless receiver. When a returner signals for fair catch, he needs to be given a little bit of space, and certainly no contact can be provided to him either.
Get the horn section down there. Now Solon going to come from the shotgun. Back to throw. Looking short. Got Rosselli. Makes the catch. Good block by Gray. Selly moves forward. He got a first down to the Eagle 35-yard line. Tackled there by D. Aristotle.
Interesting play call by Tony Petrito, head coach there. Saw a different look there in shotgun. Solon just dumps it off. Lorenzelli there out in the flat for a first down.
1st and 10, Highlanders on the Eagle 35-yard line. Over center now is Solden. Gives to Rosselli. Wrapped up right there by Belts in the whole Eagle middle of the line. No gain on that play.
Boy, Belts can really hold his ground. He's a kid that can two-gap, meaning he can cover 2 gaps at once, and he does an outstanding job of cementing that A and B gap there, and has done a nice job throughout the whole year there of securing that interior line along with Alex Schmidt.
Now here comes Solon to the outside. The Eagles got, look like a couple Eagles got held there.
I thought so too, Tim. I was thinking the same thing. Number 18, Ben Lucci, looked like he was all over Fantauzo. In particular, he looked like his hands were outside of the pads of Fantauzo, which is usually an easy call for holding. Here. Let's take a look at the top of our screen.
Selly grabbed his guy and right there.
Right outside and on his back.
3rd and 9 for the Highlanders. They're on the Eagle 34. Probably 2-down territory.
I would agree here, Tim. If they don't get the first here, expect Petrito to run the ball, or, go for it on 4th down.
Solden back to throw, looking. Got a man out there in the flat. It's caught by Coretta. He makes the catch, turns it upfield, short of the first down. It's to the 28-yard line. It'll be 4th and 3. See it here. Watke kind of overran it.
And a good hustle by Lachurko coming back to the field to pursue. Now keep an eye on number 2 here. Last time they had him in the boundary like this, they threw a screen pass to him.
Oh, out in the flat, they got his man out there is Rosselli. Makes the catch, tackled there by Morris at the 20, got the first down.
Rosselli has come up with some real big plays here throughout this game, both on offense and defense. Here we see him leaking out of the backfield for a simple out route. Fights for every inch he can get. Big first down.
1st and 10, Highlanders on the 20 of Eisenhower. Threatening to score again and break this 3-3 tie. Petrito in motion. He gets the football. Going to go down the left side. He's run down by Alex Decker for a 1-yard loss.
Great pursuit here by Decker. Outstanding job of shooting the gap and coming from his middle linebacker position to make the tackle on this jet sweep. Big thanks to, there's Drake Minnie setting the edge along with Fantauzo, which slows up Cole Petrito, which allows the middle linebacker Decker to fight through his gap and make the tackle. That's a all-around great defensive play by the Eagle D.
2nd down at 11. Ball on the 21 of Eisenhower. Back goes Solden to throw. Now he's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back there. Henry Janeway again.
Yeah, that was a quick three-step drop pass, which doesn't provide Solden a whole lot of time. 1, 2, 3, he's looking to throw. He's got nothing there. He has to step up in the pocket. And there you see Janeway closing in to make the sack.
It'll be a 3rd down and 13 now. Loss of a yard. Ball's on the 23 of Eisenhower. Still maybe 2 down territory. So
got 3 receivers to the defensive left.
Solden back to throw, being rushed. He's on the outside. Gets around Lachirko. Stays on his feet all the way down to the inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. And now this may be able to kick a field goal from here.
Well, Solden does a nice job of evading the rush here. But Churko was there. Gets another 8 or 9 yards.
This will help because it makes a field goal manageable inside 35 yards.
This is looking like a 34-yarder. Had he gotten tackled
Ben Patton on there
on first contact, it would have been about a 42-yarder.
Kick is up. This time it looks good. And it is. And the Highlanders take the lead with 6:52 to play. 6-3 over Utica Eisenhower.
This may come down to who has the ball last, Tim. 6-3.
Who will score a touchdown? If somebody scores a touchdown, it might be good.
The other thing is here is that the Eagles are going to have to get points here because of what the Highlander offense does, and that's eat up a tremendous amount of clock with 6:52 to go. That last offensive possession ate up a lot of time. There you see Rensselaer with that big 3rd down, leaking out of the backfield of a screen pass, and this is the big one here. Solden evades the rush, steps up, and boy, this kick gets inside the post there, and now it's a 6-3 game.
Now the Eagles are going to need good field position here. They expect to have a good drive going. They cannot.
I think we got Nick down the sideline with a report.
Oh wait, well we'll pick him up here after the kickoff because it looks like Patton is ready to put a foot into it. We'll see what he does. See if he pooches it again, and he does. Short, Whitehar's got it. Going to come to the left side, looking for some running room. Met there by number 9, Cameron Kelly, and down he goes. And Nick, what do you got for us down?
Well, guys, Jack Morris is about to take the field under center for the Eisenhower Eagles at quarterback, like he has for the last couple of weeks now with the injury to Max Whitwer. And obviously, Max wants nowhere else to be than under center for his team. You can see him on the sideline all game. He's been the #1 catalyst for this team since his injury. So saying he's not a leader when he's on the field, that doesn't mean anything because he's still so much of a leader when he's on the sideline, firing up his defense, firing up his offense, trying to get his guys ready to make a rally and come back into this game.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, it's a shame, but it's part of the game. Things like that happen. Speaking of things like that happening, the Rochester Adams Highlanders got a man down. We can't see who it is. He's just laying there. Now they're calling for some attention from the Eisenhower staff. That doesn't look good. I don't know if we can see that on the kickoff. See who it is anyway. Is that Cole Petrito? Number 7 down there. No, it's number 75, Alex Proudfoot. Yeah, he's limping pretty good. He's not even putting any pressure on that knee, that leg. Looks like his left leg. Unfortunate. So here we go. Eagles 1st and 10, balls on their own 40. They need to sustain a good drive or they might find themselves done for the year. See what happens. Jack Morris over center.
Empty backfield here, 5 wides. Let's see who they're going to put over Oyster in the slot.
There's Oyster. Fake to him. Now they're coming at Morris. They don't get him. He's over the 40, to the 45, to the 50. First down, Eisenhower. Finally run out of bounds there by number 18, Bettalucci, but not before Jack Morris gets a first down for the Eagles. And boy, it looked like he was down.
What an incredibly athletic play there by Morris. I agree, Tim. I thought he was down, and I think a major part of the Highlander defense thought he was down. Take a look here at the replay. They brought a blitzing backer here. Unbelievable athleticism there.
He never touched. There he goes again. Forward into the line for about 6 yards goes Jack Morris.
That's a difference of about 25 yards from where he could have gone down to where he finished on that run. Huge play there by Morris.
Second down and 6 for Eisenhower. Snap, give this to Oyster. Got a little opening, makes a move over the 35 to the 30. Inside the 30 to the 26-yard line goes Caleb Oyster.
Yeah, that's the Caleb Oyster we've seen all season. If he gets past the second level, past the linebackers, he is very tough to tackle. And we see the stiff arm with his right arm on Cole Petrito, number 7. Drives his legs through that tackle and got some serious momentum here for this Eagle offense.
First and 10 Eagles. Ball on the 25 of the Highlanders. To give us to Oyster again. He weaves his way up through to the 20-yard line. Tackled there by Kelly, number 9. But not before Oyster gets 6 yards.
I think, Tim, they're going to keep giving him the ball. Oyster has definitely got some adrenaline going, and he wants to keep getting fed the ball. And nice cuts back and forth. Good blocking downfield by that offensive line.
Get to Oyster. You got a little bit of a hole, getting close to that first down. Going to be a couple yards short, maybe, depending where they mark it. The 3rd and 2.
Big good boys up front here. Darren Doherty, Alex Schmidt, Petkoff, Wardwall, and Santa Vica doing what they've done all season long, and that's create a great mesh there from their offensive line position and pushing that offensive line and that line of scrimmage, I should say.
Here we go, 3rd down and 2. Snap to Morris. Got a little bit of running room. Forges forward. He may have the first down. Depends what kind of a spot they give him.
Does not look like they gave him a very good one here. Referee on the Eagles side does not put it where the ball was.
We'll see it here. See if his knee goes down. His knee's not down. It's down right there. Yeah, it's close. It's a close spot. We'll see. It'll be 4th down. The Eagles really need this one. Vidar, now he's going to change. Thought about coming in the backfield. Now he gets a call. Morris give to Oyster. He plows head. First down, Eisenhower.
Great job, boy, Oyster there. Linebacker Garrett Lineberger had shot the gap. He read it perfectly. But Oyster's tough to bring down. Let's see, 54 flying through there. He goes low on his legs, and Oyster, forward and lean, gets him that first down.
1st and 10, balls on the 14 of Rochester Adams. Again, it's Oyster spinning his way through down to the, looks like the 11-yard line. 3 yards for Oyster. 2nd down and 7.
Again, the big boys up front are creating space for Oyster. And they've had a lot of success here with this inside run play.
Morris, again to Oyster. Petrito in on the tackle from behind. He's going to get it up maybe to the 10 for a yard gain. 3rd down. What do you do now? It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, third medium here. Down here at the bottom of the screen, Ben Metz, he's been really, really good at running those comeback routes, those 8 to 10 yard routes and to the outside. And I see he cuts his split here, which means he's coming close to the line of scrimmage to possibly give him some more room with the sideline.
Timeout by Eisenhower. I'm going to talk about this, and probably a wise timeout on 3rd and 6 from the 10. And you don't want to lose the football or throw an interception, and you don't want to also go backwards either. So, you want to at least ensure yourself a good field goal try.
Tim, this is one of the plays that will go down as one of the most important plays of this Eisenhower season. 3rd down and 6, 2:40 to go, and they got the ball on the left hash. Again, I mentioned it before the timeout. Ben Metz is a terrific route runner, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a comeback route here on the short side of the field. A simple pitch and catch timing route. Him getting to the sticks.
Yeah, he got a good 6 yards to go. He's got to get inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. So it's going to be close. Let's see what they dial up here.
And again, number 39 in the bottom of our screen, Ben Metz is right in the middle of the numbers in man coverage. So we could also see a fade because the man coverage is press. Oh, we got it.
Oh, the fumble ball. And it looks like Adams has it. It is their football.
It's 54.
Bad, looks like a bad exchange there.
Garrett Lineberger, you better give the ball to the ref there.
It's a bad exchange. It looked like Adams had the play stopped anyway. Well, the Highlanders going to take over here. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to play. They're going to try to run it out. Eisenhower only has 2 timeouts left, so they need to make some stops.
Still a lot of time, as you said, Tim. 2 timeouts as well.
Now we got around the left side comes Coletta. He stopped, but he's got about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
The Eagles are going to have to ensure that they do not give up a 1st down.
Good tackle by Drake Minnie.
Oh, the right offensive tackle moved.
That'll help the Eagles out with the stoppage of the clock.
That's a big penalty.
Moving back 5 yards, make it 2nd and 10. Minute 51 left to play. Now we'll see here. Solden comes in with the play. 2nd down and 10. Eagles looking on the defense to get some support. Solden over center. Shelley in the backfield. Give us to him. Nope, Solden keeps it himself. He's tackled right there at the 13. Be a timeout Eisenhower with 1:47 left to play. Be 3rd down and long. Been a heck of a game so far. It looked like the Eagles were going to go down there and at least get a tying field goal, but the turnover, 1 each tonight, has put the stop on Eisenhower. So Highlanders have a big 3rd down here. They got to get a 1st down. You wonder if they're going to pitch it out into the flat. What do you think?
Yeah, I think with the Eagles having 1 timeout, 1:47, I think the Highlanders are going to keep the ball on the ground. especially with where they're at in their territory. If they do throw the ball, I could see it being a screen pass to Runcelli or a 5-yard out, leaking them out through the backfield here to the boundary, which they had success with on the last drive on that big 3rd down.
Well, the Eisenhower defense has certainly played a great game tonight. They've been on the field enough and have really played a very good football game. And they need a big stop. Can reach back and get one more here. 3rd and 7. Now we're going to timeout by Rochester Adams. So we will see. You know, it's probably a good rest for both teams. I think Coach Perito saw something out there that he didn't like and on that defense, or he thought he could expose maybe, huh?
Yeah, I think he came out with that formation and wanted to see how the Eagles were going to adjust to it. In particular, how was Drake Minnie, where was he going to play? And Drake Minnie walked out of the box to be inside that number 2 receiver. But the Eagles have stuck with their 4-3 cover 2 look as they've done all year pretty consistently. And that's certainly the look that they gave there. But again, this is a big down, so they want to think about it.
Well, here we go. 3rd down and 7. Ball's on the 13. Adams needs a crucial 1st down. 1:47 left to play. Eisenhower trails it by 3. Man in motion. Give up the, and it's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. It was Coletta. Eisenhower calls another timeout. Now this time I'd almost guarantee he's going to punt.
Yes.
But there's no timeouts left for Eisenhower, so they're going to have to hustle it up if they get the ball back on offense. Some decent field position there. You see Coletta. He's following his guys through there. Good tackle the Chirco over there.
The punts we have seen today have not gone very far, so based on where they're at and where they'll be kicking it from, we can expect the Eagles to get the ball on the Highlander 40-yard line or close to that with a short field to go and 1:40 to go in this game. And again, plenty of time with the Eisenhower Eagles getting the ball back to at least get in field goal range and put this game into overtime.
I will say if he runs a straight punt formation or if he's still going to do the from the shotgun. Trying to draw the Eagles offside.
Oh, the receiver jumped.
Now the receiver just jumped.
Vincent Gray, the slot receiver.
That's the opposite of what Tony Perito wanted. He wanted the Eagles to jump offside. Now it's going to be 4th and long, and that ball's going to be moved back to the 12.
Every yard matters at this point, Tim, and though it's just a 5-yard penalty and they were likely going to be punting anyway, it pushes them 5 yards back. And Fantazzo is getting back, and he may get a return here.
Solon gets it. Fantazzo's got it. Makes a man miss, and out of bounds he'll go at the 37-yard line. So Eagles still have a little bit of hope here. The 1:34 left, but they have no timeouts.
And we've seen D'Aristotle kick this year, and he's very capable of kicking a 40-yarder, which would put the ball at around the 23-yard line is where the Eagles will want to get to. But Coach Giorgio would certainly be in
happy
the playbook
to
get a touchdown. Exactly right, Tim.
Run that special touchdown play, I think. So here we go. 1st and 10, ball in the 37, 1:34 left to play. Eisenhower trails by 3, 6-3 against the Rochester Adams Highlanders. They have the ball at the Adams 37. D'Aristotle comes in motion.
Oh, he's got him on a post.
Touchdown, Eisenhower.
What a great call by Coach DeGiorgio. We haven't seen that play yet. The post route, and I tell you what, the Eagles got to be careful here with their sideline to not get a penalty. This game is not over. Plenty of time left, but what an outstanding play there. And take a look at the crowd. They are fired up. Great play action by Morris. And a post route to the outstanding senior Ben Metz.
The all-important extra point here. D'Aristotle's got to kick it, so Adams would have to score a touchdown to win. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 1:27 left to play, the Eisenhower Eagles lead it 10-6. What a turn of events here, but Jack Morris, when he had to pass and come up big, he put the ball right where it had to be.
Right on the money. Right on the money, you're right, Tim. And good route by Ben Metz on that post. Good play action fake.
Now we got to remind everybody out there that the 1:27 left to play, and the Highlanders have 2 timeouts left. But I can tell you that it didn't help that they had to call those timeouts.
Let's take a look here at the replay. Good play action. Morris sets his feet. Great touch. Excellent concentration there by Ben Metz. And boy, was he fired up there as he should have been. And the Eagle sideline erupted on that touchdown.
Yeah, very important now to get the football and make Adams go a long way. So let's see how the Eagles play this one. They had been kicking a short pooch kick. Aristotle with the kick. Boots it high and into the corner. Taking it there is Gray. He's at the 10, 15, and down. He's going to go at the 25. I tell you what, standing his ground there for Eisenhower, number 33. It was Jacob Devereaux also in there. Stood his ground well. See it right here.
This is a good kick, too, by D'Aristotle to put it into the boundary to allow the kickoff team to have a nice lane to shorten that field. And what we're going to see here from the Eagle defense is their nickel package. They've got 5 defensive backs in. Buhaidar is in. D'Aristotle is in. Fantauzo is in. Ben Metz.
There's plenty of time left. I mean, the quarterback could take off there. You know, Solden could take off and run. He could get a few yards. Back he goes to throw. Eagles dropping back. Goes into the flat. Oh, and tackle right there. Coletta. Tough collision there. Looked like Fantauzo out there. Boy, he laid the lumber, but Coletta's a big boy.
Yeah, they're going to want to. They may want to take a look at Fantauzo. His helmet went right into the knee of Coretta, and we hope he's okay.
Staying in the game.
They're going to go. Yep.
Solden now going to roll out. They're going to cut up in the middle. Not a lot of place to go. Now, Minnie has a chance and dives and gets him. And that was probably a big gainer save of a tackle there by Drake Minnie. But he's all the way up to the 40, and as I said, he can run the football.
Minnie with a good trip up there, and LeChurko and Janeway are going to try and keep contained with only 3 defensive linemen down, and Ryan Belt's there in the middle.
Solden back to throw. Being chased, being rushed. Janeway chases him. Henry's chasing him again. Solden's going to be grabbed there, and he's going to go down at the 48-yard line. Some seconds go, and the Adams Highlanders are going to call timeout with 39.3 seconds left, and I'm feeling Hail Mary here. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, you know, we could have a Hail Mary, a hook and ladder. Where they're at right now, I think Coach Petrillo is going to try and get some more yards here to put them in a position where they're close to the 30-yard line, where a Hail Mary will allow them to get the ball in the end zone, but there's still 39 seconds left, and that can be a lifetime from a standpoint of what you can do with spiking the ball and getting guys out of bounds. So the prevent is being established by the Eagle defense with 3 defensive linemen down, 3 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. Again, trying to keep everything in front of them. But you said it earlier, Tim, this isn't a game of a field goal now. They got to score.
Yep, and it is 2nd down and 2 from the 48. The Highlanders' own 48. They've got to see if they can get it over midfield. Solden back. Dean Russ going to fire out there. Got a man open. Intercepted! No! Oh! D'Aristotle looked like he was going to come up with a big interception. Instead, it'll be 3rd down and 2. Ball bounced off of Gray's hands.
2 drops there. Vincent Gray and then D'Aristotle. This is a really nice pass right over the middle off the chest of Gray. And
he just can't get a hold of it. Here we go, 3rd and 2. Solden back. Janeway spy. Now Chirco's got to grab him, and he's going to go out of bounds. He'll get the 1st down inside Eisenhower territory at the 47 with 27.5 seconds left to play.
Yeah, that's not what the Eagle defense wants. They do not want Solden to get outside of the pocket for a couple reasons. Number 1, they want to keep him contained, and number 2, they don't want to be able to get out of bounds. So you can see Minnie cuts inside, but LaChurco with a right defensive end, they want to try and keep him inside the pocket and force him to step up and keep him in bounds.
1st and 10, Highlanders at the Eagle 47. Solden going over the middle. Got a man open. Caught out there.
We may see a spike here. Nope, no spike. The clock's stopping while the chains make their way up. There's the spike.
Now we got 20 seconds. 20.3 seconds of 1st down at the Eagle 31. And I'll tell you what, now we're going to call it the 30. Looks like the 32. Yeah, it'll be the 32. Tell you what, we got some excitement now. It's within range of striking range of Solden. He's got a pretty good arm.
He does indeed, Tim, and he also has a big target in Vincent Gray. Although Vincent Gray dropped the previous pass, he is a tall target. He's 6'2", long arms, and he can go up and get it.
Solden back to throw, being rushed by Janeway, throws it out in the flat. Caught, but going to be dropped down there. No, Roncelli stays on his feet and gets out of bounds. He got all the way up to the 20. I think I'll mark a 3rd down. All the way up to the 23.
Roncelli does a great job of catching this football. Minnie is right there. Those strong legs of Roncelli, good balance, puts his hand down. Smart kid to get out of bounds to preserve their timeout. Had he not gone out of bounds, they would have had to use their timeout.
Now they're going to make a measurement here. 12.3 seconds left to play, and this is going to put a few gray hairs on my head. You can't lose any more here, so you're covered. I got to worry about gray hair here.
I still got my eyebrows, Tim. I can still get some gray eyebrows.
There you go.
This is what you look for in playoff football games. 12 seconds to go, 10-6. Highlanders driving. We got a packed house here. I'm not great at estimating how many people we got here, but I can tell you there's standing room only, and this is what playoff football is all about. The Rochester Adams team traveled very well, and I would bet there's 7,000 or 8,000 people here tonight, Tim.
Well, this is a big 1st and 10. 12.3 seconds left to play. Highlanders have one more timeout left. We got to wait for the change to set up there before we can run this play.
You can see Coach DeGiorgio and the defensive staff are pointing a post, telling his kids to watch out for the post.
Now Solden got a lot of room to run. Now he's faking it. Now he's going to throw the end zone. Overthrown. 5.7 seconds left to play. It'll be 2nd down. And again, you talked about him getting out of the pocket. Not what you wanted to do here. Watke coming in on a blitz. He's chasing him. There's nobody on that side.
Yeah, Ben Lucci was going for number 18. Ben Lucci on the pass. But, you know, it's a balance of having enough guys back in coverage but also having enough pressure so that the quarterback there, Solden, doesn't have all the time in the world to throw. And so keep an eye out for Henry Janeway, who will be the right defensive end. Big kid with long arms. He's going to patiently push the pocket here to maintain his leverage and hopefully prevent Solden from getting outside. And we got a timeout by the Highlanders.
Final timeout by Rochester Adams with 5.7 seconds left to play here in this one. Eagles lead it 10-6, so they have to go for the end zone. This may very well be the last play. You never know. It is second down and 10. Depends how long it takes to develop, but I'm sure that Eagle defense could use a little rest too.
Yeah, they're going to be telling their defensive backs at this point in the huddle to bat the ball down. If you can catch it, that's great, but they prefer the ball to be batted down and batted in a way where no one can catch it. So the secondary of the Eagles are going to have to keep the receivers in front of them and be ready to high point that throw. In addition to that, Janeway is going to get his long arms in the face of Solden and prevent him from getting outside the pocket, because if he gets outside of the pocket, he'll have a nice, clean throwing lane. You got it.
Here we go.
And they're
Solden,
gonna blitz Mini.
back to throw. Blitz coming. Caught out there by Petrito. He's going to be tackled. He's going to roll back to Solden. Now he laterals to Rosselli.
Oh, and he got a
Rosselli drops it. Oh, he's running around. There's no time left, so somebody's going to get it.
Got a receiver wide open here on the.
Yeah, you got an illegal man downfield. So finally, Petrito gets rid of it. Bounces to Coletta. He's being chased and finally going to be tackled by Drake Minnie. And the Eisenhower Eagles come back to win this one, 10-6.
I tell you, Tim, it was everything we were thinking it was going to be. Hard-fought game, back and forth between two incredibly well-coached teams. As I said earlier, probably two of the best coached teams in the state of Michigan. Chris Smith, Tony Petrito. I have a tremendous amount of respect for both teams, and they're going to be very proud of their kids for how they played tonight.
Well, for all our folks in the Shelby TV truck, our camera personnel, and for Pat Cavanaugh, I'd like to thank you for joining us. The final score, the Eisenhower Eagles 10, the Rochester Adams Highlanders 6. Good night, everyone.